Thank you, everyone.
We are absolutely delighted to have you with us today. Today's program is more than just a formal gathering. It is a unique opportunity to learn, gain fresh perspectives, and interact with a visionary whose contributions have left a lasting impact on our nation.
Every great breakthrough begins with curiosity, grows through grit, and succeeds through innovation. Today's session celebrates those exact values, reminding us that knowledge has the power to transform ambitious dreams into reality.
As students, we constantly look for role models who challenge us to think differently and contribute meaningfully to society. Today, we have the distinct pleasure of hearing from someone who has done exactly that through decades of rigorous research and national service.
We are confident that the insights shared today will not only broaden our technological horizons but will also ignite a passion to excel in our own academic journeys.
So, without further ado, let us begin. It is our distinct pleasure to introduce the eminent personality, Dr. G. Sateesh Reddy Garu, Honorary Advisor, Government of Andhra Pradesh, who has graciously accepted our invitation to share his wealth of experience with us.
It is truly a proud and memorable occasion as we have gathered here to welcome a personality whose work has significantly strengthened India's journey in science, technology, and national security.
Absolutely. Our distinguished guest is a visionary scientist whose dedication to innovation and self reliance has contributed immensely to India's defense capabilities. His remarkable journey continues to inspire young minds across the nation.
Born in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, he pursued electronics and communication engineering before earning his master's and PhD. His passion for research led him to join the Defense Research and Development Laboratory in 1986, marking the beginning of an extraordinary career.
Over the years, he has played a pivotal role in developing advanced missile guidance technologies, avionics systems, and several strategic defense programs. His leadership has been instrumental in shaping some of India's most significant technological achievements.
He served as the 13th chairman of the Defense Research and Development Organization, popularly known as the DRDO, from 2018 to 2022. During his tenure, India witnessed major milestones, including the successful mission Shakti anti-satellite test and the advancement of missile systems such as NAG, QRSAM, Rudram, Ballistic Missile Defense Program. And right now, he is serving as the honorary advisor of Government of Andhra Pradesh.
His contributions have earned him numerous prestigious national and international honors, including the AIAA Missile Systems Award, the Homi J. Baba Gold Medal, and recognition among the Asian Scientist 100. He is also a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society, London.
His life is a powerful reminder that determination, innovation, and commitment in excellence can transform ambitious ideas into achievements that strengthens an entire nation.
It is now our immense privilege to invite this eminent scientist, an inspiring leader, and a true champion of indigenous technology to address us today. Without further delay, I invite Dr. G. Sateesh Reddy Garu to kindly share inspiring thoughts and invaluable experiences with us. Sir, the stage is all yours.
We invite our director, sir, to give him a token.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaskar. Sri Vijay Prakash ji and Aparna madam and all other teachers who are present here and elders who are present here from Kakinada and all others. Namaskar to all of you. Firstly, I like to thank Vijay Prakash ji for organizing this small meet with you to spend some time with you and share some experiences with you. Firstly, all of us scientists, we are extremely happy to spend with children and students because we work in scientific field, and so naturally tomorrow's scientists are the young children. If you inspire them, if you instigate them, they are going to be the future scientists and future engineers and future doctors and everything, whatever it is. So we tell certain aspects how they have shaped the life of various people. So I'll just take few things and try to tell how their lives have been. So the first such personality is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. All of you know? All of you know? Very good. So actually when I joined in DRDO, he was my boss. I reported to him. So I was remembering when Harshita, what is her name? Was giving me a book. So I went there and reported him. I came to join in DRDL. He said, he asked a couple of questions. Where are you from, what not, and all that. Then he said, he gave me a book on missiles related book. So he said, you study this book and come back to me after 3-4 days. So I went, and then next 3-4 days, what questions he will ask, we don't know, and all that careful. I went through all the book completely and went back to him. Then he said, what did you find in this book? So I briefly explained in about 2-3 minutes what is the book, what has got its details and all that. Then he posted me into navigation. If you look at I have seen his life all through, how he has been dedicated, sincere, committed. Whatever he thought came to his mind, work towards that thought and dedicatedly, committedly. If you work for anything, dedicated and committed, you will always achieve that life. That is what we call in our Puranas and our ancient days, tapas. Is again extreme concentration, extreme focusing on one subject, and so you will achieve that. That is what it is. Same thing, Dr. Kalam, he brought his vision, his dedication, commitment to make this country a missile power. That is what he has dreamt. So he had all that commitment. He was not afraid of anybody. He's been good to everyone, nice to everyone, but he was not afraid of anybody to present his ideas, what he thinks, what it is. So he has been, so when he came to DRDL, he came from ISRO. When he was there in ISRO, he was the SLV project director. And when he was SLV project director, when he tried to attempt the first launch, it failed. But then it helped. He said, this failure taught me so many things. I could learn many things because we went into in-depth analysis of the failure. What has happened? Why? Where is it? What not? So sees any other possibilities of failures are there. So you studied along and gone through it so much. And so he earned a lot. In fact, they're all great people. See, normally, Vikram Sarabhai was his boss. Sarabhai is a great man, great scientist. Sarabhai, 60 years back, his vision was so much that what is going to be in the future of the space activities, he thought that time itself. He made a statement. In the future, it is difficult for a common citizen to live without using the space technologies. People did not believe what is he talking about. But today you see, without space, we can't have a day-to-day life. That is the greatness of his thing. So when the SLV failed, when he has to explain to the media, Sarabhai said, Kalam, you be behind. I will face. Normally people will go front when there is a success. When the success is there, I have done it, we have done it, my team has done and all that. But it is great personalities who said, when the success is there, Kalam, you be there in the front. When the failure is there, you go back, I will face the failure. And he actually briefed the media that why the failure happened, what it has happened, how he will come back, what he will do and all that. That is the great leader, Vikram Sarabhai. Under him, Dr. Kalam got groomed. You see Dr. Kalam, where he belongs to, what is his native place? Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram mein, in a small narrow lane, a small house is his house. That is where he is born. And he studied in government school Ramanathapuram. Ramanathapuram government school, in a normal school. And he became a ISRO scientist. Then he came to DRDO. And when he came to DRDO, our country, we don't have one single missile what we developed in this country. We were buying from outside. No single missile was there. And that is the time he thought, I should develop many missiles to this country. Normally, any one of us here, when we don't have one, what we will do? A normal man, I will take one missile project and then try to develop that and see it is successful. Then I will go for some more missiles. This is the nature, normal nature. Dr. Kalam, he didn't say so. We need 5 missiles to be developed simultaneously. 5 missiles. That is Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul, Nag. All 5 missiles he has taken up simultaneously. He had the courage. That is why I said he was not afraid. He went to the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi and said, I want to develop 5 missiles. We have the capability. All 5 we can develop simultaneously. This is the greatness. And he could convince her. And the government sanctioned him 5 missiles program called Integrated Guided Missiles Development Program to develop all these 5 missiles, Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul, Nag. And started this. At the same time, he wanted to have a big laboratory like NASA. And so, acquired 2,000 acres near DRDL, about 7-8 kilometers away. And in that 2,000 kilometers, those days, I am talking about 1982, more than 100 crores sanctioned for constructing that laboratory. He could get it. And for that foundation stone laying ceremony, he brought Prime Minister of India and Chief Minister, both came and foundation stone laid for the laboratory called Research Center Imarat, which is spread across these 2,000 acres. And you see, he constructed, he was missile development going on parallelly, the lab construction is going on, and we were all shifted from DRDL to RCI. We all started working in RCI, and both the activities simultaneously going on. And for the inauguration of that laboratory, RCI, he brought now President of India. Foundation stone by the Prime Minister, inauguration by the President. And same time, we didn't have a launch center. Sriharikota is what? Sriharikota launch center for what? Sriharikota is for launch center for what? Rocket, space related satellite launch. Whereas we didn't have a missile launch center. So, searched all over the country and then went to Orissa. In the Orissa coast, because the water is very shallow there. In Orissa coast, you can walk into the sea for 10 kilometers. When low tide is there, you can walk into the Samundar, sea, 10 kilometers. So there, in a place called Chandipur in Balasore district, identified. And he said, my first Agni missile, I will launch from Balasore. See the decisions, see the courage, see the conviction, see the commitment. 5 missile development, RCA construction, and you have a new missile launch center. All came up, and first Agni, First Prithvi is launched from Sriharikota. First Agni is launched from Balasore. So that is the greatness, that is the courage, that is the commitment, and that is how today India is a missile power. India has all the missiles which world has got, or we are developing those missiles. Today we have Prithvi 1, Prithvi 2, Dhanush, Agni 1, Agni 2, Agni 3, Agni 4, Agni 5, Astra 1, Astra 2, we have Nag, we have Helena, we have MPATGM, we have ballistic missile defense, we have BrahMos missile. So many things have come. This is the greatness of him. And when we were developing these missiles, we developed Prithvi, we developed Agni, we developed Akash. Then we were becoming one of the 6 nations or 7 nations in the world. So every time India has joined the club of 7 nations with the development of this Prithvi missile, with the development of this Akash missile. So you used to celebrate. And so normally you used to call us a buddy or funny guys. So after a couple of years, he said, hey, funny guys, what is this? Every time you are becoming one of the 7 nations, 6 nations, I am not liking it. You should become the first nation. Let us work for becoming a first nation. So that is how the BrahMos concept came. The BrahMos missile is a Indo-Russia joint venture. India has contributed, Russia has contributed, and we worked together to develop that missile, BrahMos. The name how it came is our river Brahmaputra, Moskva river in Russia, both the rivers' names, Brahmaputra and Moskva, combined as BrahMos, to come into similar name like Brahmastra. So BrahMos has come. We all worked for BrahMos. Today, whatever the software which is Indian side software is there in BrahMos missile, I have written with my own hands. That missile, BrahMos missile. And the BrahMos missile, when we developed and launched, the dream of Dr. Kalam became a reality. That is, when the BrahMos we successfully launched, it is the only supersonic cruise missile in the entire world. No other country had such a missile. India became number 1 with that missile. What is a cruise missile? Cruise missile means a missile, normally ballistic missile means it takes a parabolic shape. It flies like a parabolic. Like our any planet is rotating in a parabolic path. Natural path of any object is a parabola. So it goes like this and comes. So when you go, if I have to go to 1000 kilometers, I go 300 kilometers height. So then the radar sitting there can see this at 300 kilometers. Whereas cruise missile flies at a very low altitude. Low altitude. That is what is called a cruise missile. But these cruise missiles, they go at a very slow speed, less than the speed of the sound. Normally, you know, the sound speed it is called Mach number, 1 Mach, 2 Mach, 3 Mach, they say. It is 330 meters per second. This goes less than the speed of it. That is what is called subsonic cruise missile. If it flies at lower than the sound speed. Now, whereas BrahMos is supersonic. That means it goes more than the speed of the sound. It goes almost at 1000 meters per second. Almost 2.8 or 2.83 Mach speed. And so, even if a radar detects, by the time it reacts, it will go and hit it. So that is why, by the time world, no one has developed this supersonic cruise missile. India is the only country which developed the supersonic cruise missile along with Russia, and we are now producing here in this country. You all know Operation Sindoor? Operation Sindoor, you know. You know Operation Sindoor, BrahMos was used. Terrorist camp is there. You feed the coordinates. It goes and hits the terrorist camp, a house within many houses. Radar stations, Air Force stations, bunkers, air defense systems, all were destroyed by this BrahMos missile. India is very effectively used BrahMos missile in Operation Sindoor. Pakistan could not do anything. We were launching, they were not able to do anything, and whatever the targets we wanted, we have hit it, we have killed them, they did everything. That is the great. So, Kalam, who came from a small place, small house, who studied in the government school, he became a great man. He made the country proud by making missiles, and then he became the president of this country. So where from we have come, which family we have come from, which village we have come from, it doesn't matter. It all depends how you think. What is your brain is thinking, what vision you have, what target you have is the most important thing. That is the most. I also came from a very remote village. In fact, in my village, we had our school, I studied in that school. Till I came to 5th class or 6th class, there was no power electricity also. We were having kerosene lanterns and we were studying in the kerosene lanterns. And we used to go to teacher's house, take a mat, and then on the mat we used to sleep and then study in that. And in my village, there was no engineer by the time. No one became an engineer by the time. My mother used to tell me, you should become an engineer because that is the great thing what she could visualize that time. Become an engineer. And I became an engineer. I am the first engineer from my village. So, where you have come from doesn't matter. I studied in JNTU, and then because of my mother and my own thought process, all my classmates were going abroad. I did not go. I thought I should stay in this country, work for this country, and I stayed back here. And luckily I got a job in DRDO. And I joined DRDO, worked for defense. When I joined DRDO, we were a batch of about 60 people. We all got trained. In that 60 people, 55 people resigned and went into IT industry. We were only 4 or 5 who stayed back. Still decided, I will not go to IT, I will not go to another country. Let me stay here in this country, work for this country. That is how commitments, if you are there, you will be able to achieve the things. One more. You all know Mission Shakti, anti-satellite test. You heard of anti-satellite test. So, one day, our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji called me, said, we should do a great test, large critical mission, by which world should really feel India is great, India can do great missions. So he said, our National Security Advisor, Sri Ajit Doval ji is also there. So they already thought about it, some discussions happened. So do a anti-satellite test. Prime Minister said. Normally to do the test, it takes about 5-6 years. The Prime Minister said, this has to be top secret. If it is not top secret, the world will not allow you to do this test. So do it in 2 years. So, with the Prime Minister sitting in front of him, can you say, no, I cannot do, sir, difficult? It is very difficult to say. Yes, sir, we will do, sir. Yes, sir, we will do, sir. He said, do it in 2 years. Take whatever you want. And only we three should know. This is the message. And I have to make 400 people work for it. And they should not know what for they are working. And then what it takes 5 years, you should do it in 2 years. We took the challenge. We worked every day up to early morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. My meetings, my review meetings with the scientists, we took every day at night 1:30 in the midnight 1:30, every day. The 2 years, midnight 1:30. And that is, and when we are launching, the launch day when it came, only about 6 or 7 people know, because 3 more, 4 more people we had to do the studies. 6, 7 people knows, other than the Prime Minister and other than NSA, another 4, 5 people know. And we launched it. We made it a successful mission. A satellite was launched, which is actually orbiting at 300 kilometers altitude. And that is the velocity of that satellite is 7.8 kilometers per second. We launched a missile. That missile, no claps now onwards, okay? The missile velocity is 3.2 kilometers per second. Put together, relative velocity is 11 kilometers per second. And the satellite is 1 meter by 1 meter square. 1 meter by 1 meter square. If I make a timing error of 1 millisecond, I will be off by 11 meters. So pretty accurate. From the center of that square of 1 meter, from the center of that, okay, from the center of that satellite center, we hit it at 3 or 4 centimeters away. 3 or 4 centimeters away we have hit it. Such is the accuracy what we could achieve. And Honorable Prime Minister, he came and he immediately announced on the TVs to the entire world that India has done an anti-satellite test and India became the 4th country of such test. After Russia, America, China, India became the 4th country. That is the thing. So that great achievements, if you have commitment, sincerity, you can do it. You can do it, many things. I'll tell you one more example. I always say, तेरे मुट्ठियों में बंदूक तूफान है रे, बल्कि एक हिंदी में people say ना, all power is in your hand. If you think, if you have commitment, you can do it. COVID came. COVID में everybody wants ventilators. There is no ventilators available. Only few hundreds were available in the whole country. Whereas we wanted 50,000 ventilators. 50,000 ventilators means it gives you oxygen. COVID time. Prime Minister said, develop the ventilator urgently. Produce the ventilators urgently. He told us on April 9th. 9th April he told that do it. He formed a committee. We don't know. Some old design, Kalam Saab actually initiated the ventilator development. Some old designs were there. Some industry was working on it. So that industry, Bharat Electronics Limited, DRDO people, all of us together formed a team. Again started working day and night. Opened many factories which were closed because of the COVID. All the employees from Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal, everybody was brought back, going to their houses, every employee is brought. Nothing component was coming from outside. There were no aircrafts or anything. So we developed each and every component which is required for ventilator. April 9th, Prime Minister said, you design, you develop. So we designed. We went to about 20 hospitals. We went to 40 doctors. And we took all the inputs. We gave some 10 we made 10 ventilators. We gave it to them. Then they tested it. They gave so many observations. Hardware change, software change. All that, okay. 14th of August. May, June, July, and 14th of August. 4 months. Designed, developed, tested, implemented, and verified everything. And 30,000 ventilators were delivered. 30,000 ventilators are delivered on 14th of August. That is how people have worked. Unimaginable. One more example of COVID I will tell you. When the COVID came, the hospital beds are not sufficient. Thousands of people are getting. So Home Minister called for a meeting. Said we need urgently a hospital in Delhi. Some 1,000-bedded hospital. Can anybody construct? Nobody knows. Nobody was saying. Then I said, we will do it, sir. I don't know anything about hospital. And what do you want? Sir, we want land and we want money. So he said, both are given. We will search in 2 days, we will tell you. So they identified a land near airport, Delhi Indira Gandhi International Airport. And it's a marshy land. బురదగా ఉండింది ల్యాండ్. ఈ ల్యాండ్ ఇచ్చారు. ఆయన నాకు ఏం చెప్పారంటే హోమ్ మినిస్టర్ వాట్ ఈ సెడ్ ఈజ్ డూ ఇట్. in 15 days. We took it as a challenge. We decided we will do in 10 days. So we divided our time as 240 hours, 24 into 10 days, 24 hours per day into 10 days, 240 hours. Worked on it. So every day evening, 6 o'clock we meet. Sir, we are 48 minutes late today. We are 112 minutes late today. This is how people worked. Day and night worked. And I am telling you, 1,000 bedded. In that 500 are ICU beds. Another 500 are fully oxygen beds. And all beds are no less than Apollo Hospital's beds. No less than Apollo Hospital cleanness. Even in fact, it is a low pressure so that the virus from that hospital should not go outside. It should be lower in the pressure. And then take it out at a high altitude, you leave the oxygen. Then kitchen, dining areas, toilets, everything. A beautiful makeshift hospital which can withstand even a cyclone of 120 kilometers per hour wind speed, it can withstand. Rains, it can withstand. That hospital, we built it in 10 days. 11th day morning, Home Minister, Defense Minister, both came and inaugurated that hospital. 10 days, unimaginable. I myself, I am not able to believe. That is what people can do. If India can think, we people, we think we want to do, we can do it. So we have to make this country a great country. Children, I want to tell you one thing. India was the most prosperous country for 2,500 years. 2,500 years. Till almost 1750. Till 1750 సంవత్సరం వరకు భారతదేశం ప్రపంచంలో సుసంపన్నమైనటువంటి దేశం. ప్రపంచ వరల్డ్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ అవుట్పుట్లో భారతదేశం యొక్క కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ వాజ్ 24.8%. వరల్డ్ ఇన్కంలో భారతదేశం కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ వాజ్ 24%. వరల్డ్ జీడిపిలో భారతదేశం వాజ్ వేరియింగ్ బిట్వీన్ 25 to 35. Between China and India, we were 60% of the world GDP. People who have invaded us, they made everything, looted everything. They made our mindset that you cannot think, you don't have knowledge. This is the thought process they made on us. From 1750, by 1900 years, that is 150 years, we went to the rock bottom. The same 24% has become 2%. That same 24.8% has become 1.8%. GDP, in the world GDP, it became 3%. We became a poor country. We don't have our educational institutions. Nalanda, Takshashila. People from the entire world used to come and study in our educational institutions. Whereas we started going out. We went to London. We went to US. We went to Germany, France. We are studying there. Whereas before that, before 1750, world students were coming to India and studying. And so, we got independence 1947. Now the dream, commitment of the nation, commitment of the Prime Minister is that 100 years of independence, from 1947 to 2047, by 2047, again India should become a leader. That is what is Viksit Bharat. India has to become a leader means, what is India's strength today? India's strength is youth. We are very young. Our median age is 28.4. Our median of our age is 28.4. So such is the power of our nation that we have so many youngsters. If youngsters like you come out with great thought processes, great designs, great knowledge, great commitment, great sincerity, by 2047, India will become number one. And all that is in your hands. We should become powerful. India becomes powerful there is one great thing everybody says. Not because we want to become powerful like other nations which are doing today. If India becomes powerful, world will have peace. World will be prashant. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ హాయిగా సుఖంగా ఉంటారు అందరూ. ఎందుకంటే మనం ఎవరి మీద దాడి చేయము, ఎవరిని ఆక్రమించాం, ఎవరి మీద అన్యాయాలు చేయం. మనం ప్రపంచ శాంతి కోసం కోరుకుంటాం. అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారిని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు ఎవరో. అగ్ని మిసైల్ లాంచ్ చేశారు. అగ్ని ఈజ్ ఎ న్యూక్లియర్ మిసైల్. అరే న్యూక్లియర్ మిసైల్ లాంచ్ చేశారు మీరు, అండ్ యూ టాక్ అబౌట్ పీస్. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్? యు ఆర్ మేకింగ్ ఎ న్యూక్లియర్ మిసైల్ విచ్ ఇస్ ఫర్ డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అండ్ యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ ఫర్ పీస్. ఈ సైడ్, when I am powerful, peace prevails. Agni makes me a powerful man. If you have the power, and peace will be there. This is what it is. One more thing I want to tell you, all of you here. When you achieve something in your life, everybody appreciates you. Everybody praises you. If you don't achieve something, people don't bother about you. Before we launch Agni missile, world was thinking, we cannot make this missile. We don't have that capabilities. There were jokes also. India is trying to make this, that and all that. But when we launched Agni 5 very successfully and it went to 5,000 kilometers, there were two statements from two countries. United States of America, they said, we know that Indians have this capability. We know that Indians have such brain and they can do it. And we also know that Indians are peace-loving people. And China said much more. No, he is tested it, he is telling 5,000 kilometers. It is not 5,000 kilometers, it is 8,000 kilometers. They are not telling us. This is what China said. So this is the appreciation you get when you become stronger. So you people should become stronger. So you should have a target in your life. You should have a goal in your life. Work towards that commitment. That is what Dr. Kalam said. Dream, dream, dream. Dream that I become a great engineer. Dream that I become a great doctor. Dream that I become a great judge. Dream that I become a great lawyer. Dream that I become a minister. Dream I become something great. I will achieve something in life. And after the dream, you should work seriously for the dream that you cannot sleep. Your commitment should be there. So have a goal, have a target, and work towards it very, very, very committed. Like I said, my younger days, my mother has put me a target that you should become an engineer. That was my target that day. We should have continuously changing targets and work for that. Then you will achieve something. So, Sri Prakash school should celebrate you. Here people are there. When you achieve something, tomorrow, Sri Prakash school advertises somebody here, let's say, Suresh. Suresh is my student. He has become CEO of Google, CEO of Microsoft or some other company, or he has become a minister, or he has become a Supreme Court judge, or something like that. They will come and felicitate you here. You should become that. You should become the pride of the place. That is by achieving something, you will become a pride person, proud of it. And you will be also very happy. You will be the extremely happy person. If your own hometown, if your own school calls you and felicitates you, you will be extremely happy. That is the thing. So, you will all have a goal. You will all have a goal. So, today you go down, go back, take a notebook, write down, this is my goal. This is my goal. And you say that I will achieve this goal. Whatever it is you think. I want to become something, I want to make something, whatever it is. And show it to your teacher. Show it to your teacher. And along with the guidance of the teacher, you work towards that goal. Teacher will tell your parents also, or you tell your parents also. But that should be written, and you should follow that. And when you work for it, you will achieve that. Will you do, all of you? Will you do? Aur jor se, will you do that? So all of you will have a target? All of you will write down in the notebook? All of you will work for that target? Very good. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thought provoking words. They have truly enlightened us with valuable insights, motivated us to dream bigger, and reminded us the importance of innovation, dedication, and service to the nation. We are truly grateful for the time you have taken to share your experiences and wisdom with us. Thank you, sir. And now, I'm sure many of us are curious to have an interaction with Sir. So now, we declare the stage open for questions.
Countries like Japan have the least fertility rate and least young force with the most less youth, and India have one of the most youth. What can we do to boost economy and GDP of India?
Very good question. When the population is less, the problems are also less. You don't have to provide so many amenities, so many things and all that. And the country looks neat, clean, small is beautiful. Okay? Japan, after getting its independence, very focusedly, it has concentrated on the technology. As a nation, he developed it in a big way. Now, India, for various reasons, particularly agricultural-based country, we had to focus on many things: agriculture, water, dams, projects, electricity, healthcare, education, so many things. For such a large population, we could not do that industrialization so fast. But now, if you look at in the last few decades, India could achieve many things. India becoming a stronger nation. Today, our education, we are about 4.38 crores of students are studying. This is more than the population of many countries. We have more than 1,000 universities. And we are achieving many things. If you look at number of publications, India has become number 3 after US and China. If you look at the PhDs, India has again become number 3 in number of PhD production. So now, any country, what is its strength? That you convert into an opportunity. That country becomes great. What is India's strength, as I said now? India's strength is such a large young population is the strength of India. If we can use this young population properly towards innovations and directions or achieving something, then the country will again cross Japan, whatever the countries and all that. So that is what we are trying to do now. Now, if you look at, after Narendra Modi ji came, he started encouraging youngsters, innovations, startups. Very young people who are there, they are coming out and establishing startups. In 2016, 458 startups were there. Now it has become a revolution. Now we have 2.35 lakh startups in the country. 2.35 lakh startups. So this is the type of motivation, creation if we can do. If we can utilize this large population of the youth, then the country becomes again rich, prosperous, technological advanced, innovations ahead. And you know, last time about 3 years back, our innovation index was 68. Now we came to 38. So we should become 5 or 6. That is all our youth has to do. So number of schemes are being brought, like Atala Innovation and innovation promotions, incubation centers, all these things to promote ideas in the youngsters' mind, to encourage them to come out. So such a large population of the youngsters of this India, if they come out with innovations and technological scientific achievements, India becomes number 1. This is how we should utilize. I just wanted to give you a comprehensively total answer. Very good question. Appreciate you. You wait for another 4 years. You will join DRDO. Anyway, I will tell you the answer. Once you finish your graduation, every year DRDO advertises for recruiting scientists. Every year. So you should go through that advertisement, apply, then there will be either a written exam or there is a interview alone, or written exam and interview alone, interview both. Then if you are cleared in that, you will be able to join DRDO. This is the process. But then for that you need to complete your graduation.
Well, Namaste sir, my name is Aditya, and after listening to your insights, I have a question that quantum mechanics and materialist science is your area of expertise, right? So in such case, my question is that would you say that it is practical and realistic to proceed in this area and field of quantum computing and quantum mechanics?
It is no more question of it is practical. It is already become practical. We have quantum computers everywhere in the world. We have quantum computer coming in this country. We already made a 6-qubit computer in TIF for Mumbai. We have made a 40-qubit computer in QPI in Bangalore. We have made a quantum magnetometer. We have made a quantum communication, quantum QKD. We have made a quantum gravimeter. So many things are making. And I want to tell you one more statement. Next few years, the quantum technologies are going to dominate and they will be a complete reality in all the lives. So work on that. If you have interest, please study that. You will become a great man in that. Okay? All right.
Namaste, sir. And it's an absolute honor to speak with you today. Sir, defense research and development takes decades, but technology changes in years. As former chairperson, how did you decide which futuristic projects were worth the multi-crore gamble, ensuring India designs for future battlefield and not for the past?
If you are able to see future and work for the future, then only you will make the country proud and then only country becomes strength. Particularly in a warfare, in Yuddham, whoever had an advanced technology, he is the one who was winning. First people were fighting with stones, then arrows, bows, then the metallurgy came, guns, cannons came, then the rockets came, fighter aircrafts came, and things like that, one after other. So you should be able to think what is the next technology. So everything may not be successful. Think about 10 technologies. Work in the 10 technologies. You may become successful in 2. Because successful in many ways also, it should be commercialization also should be there. It should not be too expensive, I am not able to manufacture and all that. So you should always predict some 10-20 technologies for the future, keep working on that, and then 2 or 3 out of it will become successful, and then you will be able to lead the next war. That is what it is. That is what we have done. So we work with various academic institutes. We have established 15 centers of excellence for defense in various IITs, universities. They also work on this futuristic research. And we fund them. 1,000 crores we fund them. They come out with this. And that is how we make it. Okay? Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It is now my great honor to invite our visionary director, sir, to address the gathering and share his insightful words with us. May I now request our director, sir, to kindly present a memento to our distinguished guest.